Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Brettaccini here, and today we're going to look at my god-awful Lucio gameplay. So, let me preface this. I wanted to show a VOD review of one of my games, just so, you know, some of you guys can see just how I play. Also, to tear my own gameplay apart and try to get a little bit better at the game. So this game was on Temple of Anubis, and it was in Platinum rank. And to be honest with you, I feel like I got carried the fuck out of this game. So, carried the fuck out of this game. What is that? I feel like I got carried the fuck. Nah, fuck it. I got borderline is I feel like I got carried. So today we're gonna see why I just wasn't having a very good impact in the game. Well, a very big impact in the game. I do some good things, but I really just want to tear apart my gameplay and see what I could be doing better. And if you guys in the comments want to tell me some other things, like, oh yeah, you really should have done this too, that would have really helped, please go right ahead. This kind of self-coaching and self-analysis is how you climb in the ranks. And so and if anybody wants to give me some other analysis of the game, then go right ahead. Alright, so looking at the team comp, we are going to run a dive. We have the McCree, but the McCree does really well in this game, actually. So we're going to run dive, and first mistake right off the bat, if we're running dive, do I want to amp up speed boost right there? No, I want to save it until I get to the choke. Also, I took a fire strike to the face. I do that multiple times in this game. Shouldn't do that. As Lucio, I could easily dodge that. I could have wall ride up there with the rest of my team, but I decided to go around no matter. Reluctant to push the Roadhog. I definitely called out, let's go ahead and push the Roadhog, but they were already kind of 2 sets ahead of me. Was really reluctant to dive in. That's another theme in this game. My team is really aggressive, really divey, and I'm just reluctant. Look, they're all pushed up, and me and Mercy are just meh.
I have 55 to my ult.
So I'm getting Mercy back in there. We do end up just joining him well. Take another fire strike. Why the fuck am I taking fire strikes? I do this move non-stop again, this fire strike, where I wall ride on like a wall nearby and then fire as I'm coming down. It's just a little bit of a poking thing I do for some reason. Sombra on the right side, I believe I called that out, but I just say fuck it. I can't really hear the game volume, so y'all might be able to hear my callouts. What the fuck happened to my video? Jesus Christ, I hope it doesn't do that for the rest of the damn video. But yeah, that attack, I didn't do too much. Applied heals when needed, applied speed boost when needed, but I definitely made a ton of mistakes. I should not be taking fire strikes to the face like that. I should not be that reluctant to go in with dives. And yeah, so on the defensive side, I'm going to make a spoiler here. The enemy team don't just tuck their tail between their legs and run away or get defeated. They come at us with full fucking force, and it all starts with one hero swap that they make after their first attack, because their first push is going to fail. I'll spoil it. But their second push, they make a swap, and I will point that out to you when they do it. But for starters, look at our team. Let's play a game. What hero do you think they switched to that fucked us over? If you get it correct, I'll say it in the comments. If you get it correct, I'll reply to you. The hell? I read all the comments, by the way, so if you want to comment, go right ahead, even if it's about how bad I suck at playing Lucio. So, yeah. We have a pretty good defensive setup. The only problem is we don't have a certain something. And yeah, I failed a wall ride, so yeah. I knew I was recording anyway, so it didn't matter. So, without this certain something, what hero could absolutely annihilate us right now? The answer will be clear very shortly, if it isn't already. But, So right now we have Arisa, we have not Winston, what am I saying, Junkrat. We're trying to do this kind of high damage Junkrat spam, along with a Roadhog. Roadhog is off by himself. I didn't see that at the start, but I don't believe he dies in this round. He can kind of get away with that, how close he is to us. Didn't take that fire strike. I finally dodged one, thank God. They're going to come right side. Doesn't really matter. They just come over here, and they get fucking annihilated. So now, that push is over. There's a Sombra back there, I believe. I think I called it late, but Sombra already died by the Junkrat.
Hard to believe that.
So here comes their second push, and this is where the key difference is. It's okay. It should be coming anytime now. Oh! Did you see that? Did you see that? I shot at it for a second. Did you see him fly over the bar? Yes, we do not have a hit scan, and they have swapped to a Pharah, and that is actually going to win them their this first point right here, because we have literally no answer. Pharah gets a pick, Pharah gets 2 picks, and Winston is there to kind of clean up after the splash damage, finish people off. So now we're in shock, because we expect teams, as players, we expect teams to roll over after they get absolutely demolished on the first round. But this team did not, and I give them a ton of credit, because after a shellacking like on the first point, people usually quit. And here, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. I can't hear the team chat while I'm doing this narration, but I'm asking, can we save it? Somebody says, yeah, we got 3 people coming back, and I get there, and I'm literally the first of the 3 people there, and I just die immediately. I probably should have, if I was going to contest, backed up with the other 3, but fuck it. This one guy, who I believe has just died on the point, is a fucking hero, because without his delay, we couldn't have regrouped here, and we couldn't have made some sort of a stand to this next push. They still do pretty well against us, because we still have not switched to counter the Pharah, but yeah, because they've nano boosted the Rhyme. They're going all in. Yeah. So there's just a big brawl right now. I take a Pharah rocket. They get finished off by Winston, which is, you know, really bad. Their Pharah is just going in absolutely huge. Arisa is still alive, contesting like a fucking boss. And, you know, I've died way too much on this defensive stand already. I'm coming back in. I'm just going to die immediately to this Reinhardt. Mercy's gonna die trying to res me again.
Ryan's 1.
And my team is going to start bringing it back because our delay was long enough, thank God.
We got it.
But you can kind of see you can kind of see what can happen. So if anybody's out there and y'all get rolled in your first round, don't despair. Don't do anything like that, because one swap of a hero could make all the difference. And then, of course, we swap, and our McCree is back, thank God, and we got some help to get rid of the Pharah, as well as the Diva. So let's not talk about their gameplay. Let's talk about my gameplay. My gameplay was basically, I'm just diving in and trying to die. I didn't really think about what I was going to do when I got to point in those engagements. During that delay, I was just thinking, get on the point, make sure I have my body inside the blue square, and try to stay alive for as long as I can. And I didn't stay alive long, but I was just trying to do a delay. So there are definitely some little things probably there that I could have done to stay alive a lot easier. Probably not get face tits to tits with a fucking Reinhardt, but still. What's good is, I don't believe I've taken a fire strike this entire fucking round, so that's good. Okay, so I've popped the sound barrier here. This one I'm actually a fan of, because Moira's ultimate on her own could probably get some picks. When she's nano boosted, it's a lot fucking worse. McCree saves my ass, by the way. Hashtag carried. But Moira nano boosted can do quite a bit of damage and get some pickoffs, and really I was just trying to protect my Mercy at this point, and the McCree, because he's kind of important at this point. I popped the sound barrier. I still kind of stand by popping the sound barrier. If any of you think that that was a waste, let me know in the comments. So now we're going to go back to me being reluctant to push up with my team is look where they are. They want to hold up there. And I know that it's sometimes not the smartest thing. It's a lot of times not the smartest thing to be that far forward and aggressive. But it doesn't matter what's the smartest. If your entire team is there taking another fire strike like a fucking idiot, if your entire team is there, then you should be there anyway. Don't be the only person standing on the point when your entire team is far up, unless you're trying not to C9, which we aren't because they actually only got first tick. I get charged because, again, I'm just really reluctant to move up, and I'm just standing in the middle of the lane being a fucking idiot. We're 3-3 now, which is pretty fine. We got some respawns coming in, too, so it's good.
The rest is nice.
Move in. I'm hacked, but I'm on heal boost. Hacked Lucio isn't the end of the world, depending on what song he's on. If he's on speed boost, you can just run away. If he's on heal boost, just play normally and you'll be fine. I don't believe I've taken another fire strike. Incoming will be my favorite play that I make of this game, but first, here I'm kind of reluctantly moving up with my team, and I'm also going to start communicating. Hey, let's head back. I got the speed boost. Let's head back because I don't want to be that far up. Like I wanted to commit that time, but I didn't want to be that far up. So I was just gonna try to speed boost people back when I could. I was gonna amp up speed boost actually over here. Then I see we're taking a lot of damage, so I amp up heal, then swap to speed. And it's a weird thing. I think my major mistakes in this game that I can see right now is just me not committing to the dives as much as I should, and not recognizing when my team has the advantage and when it doesn't, and also fucking up my McCree's kill.
They're all lit mid.
You're welcome, McCree.
That's on point.
That's fucking. Okay. So Diva ults, and then here comes my favorite play of the game. Dodge the Diva ult, kill the Sombra. I hear the soldier ult, and I pop the barrier. And it worked beautifully, even though our Pharah died. But he only, one kill out of an ultimate as powerful as Tac Visor, I'm okay with that. Everybody's saying GG at this point. I'm on fire. I'm happy with that, even though I felt like my contribution up until that point has been fucking dog shit. Here I'm puppy guarding the Winston, and that's it. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. I like to do this every so often to kind of see, like if I'm kind of stagnating, I will record a game and I will pick it apart and see, okay, what is keeping my rank down? And here, it was obvious I wasn't being as aggressive. I was playing it a little too safe as Lucio, and I was taking way too many fucking fire strikes. So I need to commit to more dives. I need to do just little things a little bit better. And I need to not stand in the middle where fire strikes are going to be put out. So, this has been Brettaccini. I hope y'all enjoyed that. And, yeah, have a good one.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening?